Welcome back to our van build series. I am Mike and this is Sir Cedric, our 1988 Mercedes T1 Bremer, which we currently convert into an Overlander camper van. This time I want to show you our very special concept for the bed, which brings together the advantages of a fixed bed, which is of course that you don't have to remove your blankets and pillows every day in the morning, with the advantages of a flexible bed, which is then of course that you have more space to live and to cook. We have both a rear mounted lounge on the bed with nice views, and we will also get a front dinette in the area of the sliding door, which is very open plan and has also great views. But instead of talking, I better show you our finished setup, and after that I will show you step by step how we built it and what materials and products we used. We have a fixed bed in the back of the van. This is not yet anything spectacular because most van builders use this kind of layout in principle, but we have a special hack which I will show you in a second. The T1 doesn't allow a transverse bed layout because the width is just 1.68 meters. Our fixed bed is 160 wide and 120 long. That's a great space to lounge at daytime, especially with our windows, and even more when we have the back doors open. The perfect space to relax, read a book and enjoy the landscape. We also made sure that we can sit comfortably on the bed without touching the ceiling, and that's also the reason why we won't build any wall cupboards over the bed. The fixed bed has of course an absolute essential advantage, that is you don't have to remove all this bedding stuff at daytime. That was very important for us. Obviously this bed is not big enough for the night, so we have to extend it, and most van builders who use a short bed in the back of the van would then install a dinette next to the bed and have some kind of a slide out frame where they can flip the second mattress. In my eyes this has two disadvantages. First one is you lose height here in the back of the van because you have your second mattress and you might have difficulties to sit upright without touching the ceiling. The second disadvantage is much worse, because having the dinette here in this place results usually in a quite claustrophobic atmosphere, because you are walled in by a high bed and usually a high cabinet or the toilet. And that would be an absolute no-go for us to sit here in a dark area without views. So our dinette is in the front area directly next to the sliding door where we have the good views. Not using the dinette for the bed conversion has another advantage, because at night if one already wants to sleep and the other one wants to work or read, it's still possible to use the front side dinette for that. So instead of a mid-mounted dinette, we decided to use part of the kitchen cabinet to extend our bed. And that is, I think, very unusual, but it works very well and is quite easy to do. The only necessary compromise is a lower kitchen cabinet in this area, but on the other side we have lots of counter space to prepare food. On this side we have the fridge, and on the other side, under this lower cabinet, we have the compartment for the gas bottle and some storage area. We can extend the bed by 65 cm to get a total length of 185 cm. And it's very simple, because we can just put our mattress pieces, which double as backrest for the lounge at daytime, on the countertop. And by the way, these pieces we cut just from the big mattress, just did it ourselves. And more about this build process in a few minutes, and also where we found this beautiful, nice, colorful fabric. Here in the middle we connect the two countertops with slats, and these slats are stored in this tailor-made compartment here. Now it should literally just take a few seconds to install the slats, and I hope I can prove that now. We have these two pieces here, which we install between the fridge and this counter, and then the other ones come on top of that. And that's it already, and now we just have to finish our mattress jigsaw puzzle and we have the bed. And that's it. For such a small van like the T1, this is a huge and comfortable bed, 160 by 185 centimeter, with a real domestic style slatted frame and a real domestic style mattress. And now let's go back in time and let me show you step by step how we built the bed and what materials and products we used and where we found them. We mount the bed on these L-shaped aluminium profiles which are bolted to the main steel beam of the van. For that we already installed rivet nuts earlier. This is now a very solid and still lightweight base for the bed. On these aluminium profiles we put the bed slats, which we bought from Hansales. They come as a roll without frame, are 100% eco birch hardwood and are able to hold 350 kg without bending and breaking. Compared to any solid panel, these slats guarantee proper ventilation, especially in combination with my location of the heater, which sucks air from under the bed. So I would say these kind of slats are absolutely ideal for a van conversion. But they definitely need at least one support in the middle. For us, that is no issue because we will anyway build a structure for the tank and our wardrobe under the bed, which means 2 support panels each side of the tank plus a 3rd panel for the wardrobe drawers. If you want to see the detailed build of the garage below the bed, you can check out the video linked above. The kitchen cabinet was just finished and now it's dismantled again because we still have to find a solution for the bed here in the middle between the 2 cabinets. And my idea would be to use the same bed slats from Hansales, which we already have for the main part of the bed. And I think the easiest way is that we cut in on both sides, that we can place a slat like this and a second one here in the back, and then we put the other slats in this direction on top of that, like this. And that should be solid and easy. Now let's try and see if the solution for our bed works, and you can time how long it takes to prepare the bed. So we have these 2 pieces which we stick in on both sides. Then we close the top of the fridge and we have these 3 pieces to place on the slats. And that's it. And now the ultimate test if it can hold my weight. Ta-da! Nothing breaks, nothing bends. So I would say job is done, and yeah, I am happy with the result. We bought two foam mattresses from MFO called EcoFoam H2, that's the soft version, and EcoFoam H3, that's the medium hard version. They are 15 centimeters high and have 7 different zones for perfect sleeping, for sure better than the usual simple camper mattresses. And they are still much cheaper than any custom-made foam mattress. You can definitely save money and just cut the mattress yourself. The easiest way to cut foam is with a bread knife. Adjusting the cover coat is also not too complicated. Before cutting the fabric, we stitch down the zip at both ends. Then comes the bolt cut. And finally, top and bottom have to be joined by sewing them together. Between the slats and the mattresses comes a breathable plate. And then we are curious if we cut the mattresses correctly or maybe not. And yes, it looks good. Well, I would say both mattresses fit perfectly. As said before, the small mattress pieces which we use to extend the bed also double as backrests for our lounge. So we were searching a long time to find a nice fabric with a cool design. Finally, we found this one here. That's an Indian style fabric with cool mandalas, and we found that at Stoffe I really recommend to check out their website, which I have linked below, because they literally have hundreds of different fabrics to choose from in any imaginable design. This one is a so-called Halbpanama, which means it's a very dense fabric, and that's perfectly suited for a cushion like this here because it doesn't easily crease. Originally we wanted to make the covers ourselves, but I was afraid that we ruined this beautiful fabric. What we did ourselves was cutting the mattress into pieces. But then we asked a local upholsterer for help. It's now 1 week later and I'm just back from the shop where I have picked up our cushions, and I have to say she did an absolute fantastic job. It looks super. All these small pieces, each of them has a zip so we can clean the cover whenever that's necessary. Definitely we could not have done that ourselves in this quality, and I think it was a good investment to have it done. Today we have received the last puzzle piece missing to finish our bed, that are the fitted sheets and the duvet covers and pillowcases. And I ordered all of that from BettwarenShop.de because they offer a great service for anyone converting a van who faces the problem that standard sized fitted sheets in fact never really fit. I needed 160 by 120 for the main section of the bed and 160 by 65 centimeter for the extension, and all of that with a height of 15 centimeters. And here are now my tailor-made fitted sheets, which are exactly to this specification. On the website of BettwarenShop.de you can specify any odd size, you can choose from many different colors, and after a few days you get your perfect tailor-made fitted sheet. In the same shop I also found these super cool and colorful oriental design duvet covers, which are called Traumschlaf Indi Satin and are made from 100% cotton. All of that goes into the washing machine now, and I'm already very excited to see what everything looks like when we put it on the bed then. The first piece looks good already. Now let's see how the second one works with our complicated extension. I would say they fit perfectly, and I can highly recommend this manufacturer and these tailor-made fitted sheets. If you want to check them out, there is a link in the description below. Now let's talk about the blankets. In a van you are much more exposed to changing temperatures than you would be at home. So one day it's maybe hot, the next day you camp on a mountain and it's freezing cold at night. Even more so if you want to travel around the world and you encounter all different climate zones from Arctic to tropical. What I want to say is I need a blanket which fits for all of these situations, and this one here does. It's from MFO, same like my mattress, and it's called for Jahreszeiten Steppbett. That means translated for seasons, and this name has a good reason. And this blanket consists of two pieces. There is a thin one for the summer and a thicker one for spring and fall, and I can connect both of them and have a warm double blanket for the winter. This means I have a matching blanket for really any situation that may come, and if necessary I could adapt to a changing situation on a daily basis. Well, enough for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, comment and subscribe. In the next video we will build the first cupboard, and I want to show you our very special solution for the trash can in the kitchen. See you next time!